With all the powerful inventions of the 21st century, one would actually expect that there would be an increase in life expectancy, but the reverse is the case. There has been a drastic drop in life expectancy in the 21st century, and this leaves us to wonder why. There are less wars, there is more technological advancement than ever before. So, why are we experiencing a decline in life expectancy? A recent study of people living in the rural areas showed that they have a higher life expectancy than people living in urban areas. Certain cultures, right, celebrate men with bigger tummy, with the assumption that the bigger your tummy, the richer you are. It shows, okay, he's enjoying himself. All right. I cannot change that culture, but I'm here to tell you something new. A recent study just showed that men with a waist size of over 40 inches and women with a waist size of over 35 inches are at a higher risk of developing obesity-related diseases such as the heart disease, the kidney disease, the fatty liver disease, and also type 2 diabetes. Now, with all these things, and so many other things, okay, these are just but a few. With all those things, come on, you cannot expect to want to show off a lifestyle of affluence by the size of your tummy. If you have a waist size that doesn't meet this figure, it is not a guarantee that you cannot develop these sicknesses. And I'm going to explain why this is the case. All right? Because a lot of people, because of their body type, okay, just in case you've not yet checked my previous video, I suggest that you do so you would understand the different body types. All right, so you're not going to say because you are an ectomorph, you have a smaller waist, you're not at risk of actually developing this sickness. But being above these sizes I mentioned puts you at a higher risk of developing obesity related diseases. All right, so before we dive into the video for the day, sorry, you guys are going to give me a few seconds. All right, I have my tape right here. I also would like to know my waist size. Okay, so what you have to do to know your waist size is just put the tape around your belt. Where you normally place your belt should be about the point of your waist. So okay, this would go down to 35. Yeah, so my current waist size is 35. All right, now that this is out of the way, a lot of people will tell me they don't expect or they don't actually desire to live that long. Okay, that's you. And even if that is what you want, because we cannot impose, life expectancy on you, but you owe it to yourself not to live in pain, even for the short duration you intend to stay upon the face of the earth. Like they say, health is wealth. Welcome to Art of Fit Home Fitness, your ultimate guide to everything about home fitness. Now, just in case you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be missing out on a lot of useful information on healthy living and keeping fit. Okay, so if you're yet to do so, I suggest that you just click on the subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on more updates that we have to share. In today's video, we're going to be highlighting the 6 different types of body fat: the essential fats, the white fats, the brown fats, the beige fats, the subcutaneous fat, and the visceral fat. But we're going to be focusing more on later 2, the subcutaneous fat and the visceral fat. Our focus is going to be on these 2 different types of body fat, because these are the 2 different types of body fat that play the most role in terms of the health challenge which people go through. As a matter of fact, more than 80% of your body fat is subcutaneous fat. Now, this particular subcutaneous fat is the layer of fat that is directly beneath your skin. All right, your upper layer of your skin is the epidermis. The one right next to it is the dermis, and then the layer of fat below the dermis is your subcutaneous fat. This is the fat that attaches your skin to your muscles and tissues. All right, this fat helps to regulate your body temperature. It also helps to store energy. It is also an insulator for your body. All right, if there is a fall, it reduces the impact that you are supposed to have, or it absorbs the impact. So you see how important the subcutaneous fat could be to the body. But there is a high risk of having an excess of the subcutaneous fat. The subcutaneous fat being the bulk of the fat that the body stores up, when in excess, can hinder a lot of functions. It can reduce your sexual drive. It can affect your sexual performance. It can affect your heart condition. All right. Now, also, it can also affect, your day-to-day functions. Because you're carrying a lot of weight around, you get to battle to be able to move your body. All right, it reduces your range of motion and a host of other things. Now, we're going to be talking about the subcutaneous and the visceral fat, because these are the predominant fats that stores up in our belly section. And we're going to talk about these things because we want to explain to you how these things affect your daily life. So what happens is, when you consume your food, you take in calories. Your body utilizes some of these calories for digestion. It takes some of the calories for immediate function, and then it stores up the excess as fat. Okay, now it stores this excess as fat so that you can make use of this excess when you are in deficit. All right, so say for example, I do not get to eat anything for 3 days. My body is going to utilize the extra fat, okay, that has been stored up in my body to function. Our body genetics, okay, has a way of influencing how our body stores up fat. Now, in most cases, for ladies, the fat are usually stored up more in the thigh region, okay, and sometimes in the abdominal region. But for men, the bulk of the time, we have more fat stored up in the abdominal region. The visceral fat is a very tricky one and a highly risky fat to have in excess in your body. The visceral fat is the fat that stores up around your vital organs. Now, in most cases, not 100% of the time, people with a big abdominal region, a sizable abdominal region, are mostly people with excess visceral fat, because it has built up within the system. It starts to show off. Also, the subcutaneous fat will also show around the waist region. Now, this is very risky, because when you have an excess visceral fat, it tends to reduce the proper functions of your organs. It chokes them. It chokes your veins. It chokes your kidney. Okay, it starts to build up and it starts to affect your liver performance. And it doesn't stop there. An excess of fat, all right, can also hinder proper functioning of the heart. So with all this, it is very vital that you take your abdominal section reduction very serious. Okay, because most times we do not understand why we have certain illnesses. Even high blood pressure, all right, is as a result of an excess in visceral fat. The visceral fat is something that needs to go off. And in my next video, I'm going to be showing you the exercise that is particularly targeted at the visceral fat. Okay? Strictly, when you do cardio, okay, you're targeting the subcutaneous fat. For you to be able to target the visceral fat, which is now around your vital organs, you need a different set of exercises, which I'm going to be sharing in my next video, all right? So I'm going to show you how you can strictly target the internal visceral fat and do away with them. Now, it does not necessarily mean because your waist or your tummy is not protruding that you do not have an excess of visceral fat. As a matter of fact, you might have a false image of your abdominal section. Whether or not you have a large size abdominal region, the visceral fat targeting exercises are for every single person alive if you want to live a healthy life. All right, so just check out the next video, right, so you can understand how you can get rid of that particular fat. Don't forget to subscribe, okay, so that you can get an update on how you can do away with your visceral fat, because that's actually putting your life in a lot of risk. Okay, now also I'd like you to check out my video on the most perfect female body type. There you get to learn about your body types and how they play a role in how your body stores up fat and other things. Just check the video out, okay, and have fun while watching. To all those who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I want to say a big thank you